Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, monsters in the making. I see it in your eyes, that tension, that quiet rage, that ache that comes from being thrown into a fire you didn't light. Oh, I know that look too well. Because every one of you here has been tried. Tried by the mayor who smiles for cameras but signs papers to bury you. Tried by the cops who hide behind badges but couldn't survive a single second in your chaos. Tried by the neighbors who whispered behind curtains, who judged every move you made, every mistake, every scar. They tried you. They wanted you gone, buried, erased, forgotten, a failure. But let me ask you, where's your name now? Your name is etched into the internet. Your name is climbing search engines. Your name is a digital monument. WIKIPEDIA. You didn't just survive the storm. You became the storm's headline. You see, the mayor thought his power was permanent. The cops thought their laws were final. The neighbors thought their whispers were louder than your truth. But tonight, they're wrong. And you? You're not just a survivor. You're a walking obituary for their lies. They threw bricks. You built monuments. They threw dirt. You planted seeds. They wrote your downfall. You rewrote history. And now the same ones who laughed at you are scrolling your story. They can't stop reading. They can't stop clicking. You live rent-free in their screens, in their heads, in their nightmares. You see, society loves the trial, but fears the verdict. And your verdict wasn't guilty, wasn't silent, wasn't erased. Your verdict was immortality. Do you understand the power of this moment? When a neighborhood says you'll never make it, and you rise so high that the world's encyclopedia has to recognize you. That's not success, my friends. That's vengeance with a crown. Look at them. The mayor with his fake smiles, the cops with their broken moral compasses, the neighbors who never dreamed past their picket fences. They tried you because you reminded them of what they could never be. You were their mirror, their proof, their greatest fear. You were the kid they said would never matter, the rebel they said would never rise, the name they swore they'd never remember. And now that name has been burned into history, not whispered, not hidden, not erased, published, documented, permanent. So let me tell you the truth they never wanted you to hear. They didn't try you because you were weak. They tried you because they saw your strength. They tried you because they knew the day would come when your scars became stories and your failures became fireworks. And that day is today. Your Wikipedia page isn't just words. It's evidence. Evidence that the trial failed. Evidence that the cage couldn't hold you. Evidence that the wolves who tore at you only sharpened your teeth. It's funny, isn't it? The same cops that arrested you will retire nameless. The same neighbors that gossiped will die faceless. The same mayor who shook hands on camera will fade into dust. But you'll remain a click away, a reference, a memory, a legend. You see, when they tried you, they thought they were ending your story. But what they really did was write your prologue. This fire, this fight, this chaos. This was the opening chapter of something eternal. And it's not over. It will never be over. Because legends don't end. They expand. They grow. They infect. And so I ask you, my dear audience, what's more dangerous? A man who's been tried, or a man who's been tried and immortalized? The mayor is still mortal. The cops are still corruptible. The neighbors are still forgettable. But you're on the page. You're in the archive. You're in the bloodstream of culture. You're in the veins of history. And the more they tried to erase you, the deeper you carved your name into stone. So let them stare. Let them curse. Let them click and scroll through your sins, your chaos, your madness, because every word written about you is proof that their trial failed. Your scars, they are citations. Your pain, it is a reference. Your chaos, it's the source material, and your name, it's permanent. So remember this: the mayor is a footnote, the cops are a forgotten article, the neighbors, background noise, but you are the headline. And every time they type your name, every time they click your link, every time they whisper about your story, they are bowing to the truth. They tried you, they failed you, and in failing you, they created you. So congratulations. Your Honor, officers, neighbors, the trial is over, the verdict is in, the name is eternal, and the name is yours. But oh, don't you dare think this is the end. No, no, no. This is only the beginning of the real performance. Because immortality is not just about being remembered. Immortality is about becoming the ghost they can never outrun. Every time the mayor speaks, your name will echo in his silence. Every time a cop pulls someone over, they'll remember how you slipped through their fingers. Every time the neighbors gather in their safe little circles, your story will crawl under their skin like a shadow they can't kill. You're not just on Wikipedia, you're in their nightmares. You're the uninvited guest at every quiet dinner table. You're the reminder that the trial backfired, that the executioner became the fool, that the mob created a myth instead of a corpse. Let me tell you something about history, my friends. History doesn't care who's good or bad. History doesn't care who wore the uniform, who shook the hands, who cut the ribbons. History only cares about one thing: who left a mark. And you've left burns, scars, a wildfire of memory, long after the mayor's speeches are forgotten, long after the cops retire to obscurity, long after the neighbors die nameless in their beds. Your name will still be typed, clicked, spoken, studied, feared. Do you feel it? That chill, that realization. You are no longer flesh and bone. You are myth and code. And that is what terrifies them the most, because a person can be killed. But a story lives forever. And right now, your story isn't just written, it's spreading. The more they try to discredit you, the more your name climbs. The more they curse you, the more curious the world becomes. The more they hide you, the louder your name echoes in every corner of this rotten city. Do you understand the irony? They thought your downfall was their victory, but your downfall became your resurrection. Your resurrection became your broadcast, and your broadcast became your immortality. So go ahead. Let them scream, let them deny, let them drown in their desperate attempt to rewrite you, because while they fight to erase you, the entire world is already reading you. You are no longer a citizen. You are no longer just a name. You are a spectacle. You are a chapter in the book of chaos. You are the unholy reminder that trials don't end legends. They create them. And listen closely. Every person in this audience has been tried. Every one of you has been judged. They've pointed fingers. They've whispered names. They've prayed for your failure. But let me tell you the cruel, beautiful truth. When the smoke clears, when the fire burns out, when the trial is over, the only thing that matters is who's remembered. And you're remembered. You're documented. You're stamped into time, not as a servant, not as a victim, not as another faceless name in their system, but as the one who refused to stay forgotten. So raise your scars like trophies, wear your bruises like jewels, because while they wear uniforms that will rot and decay, you wear a story that can't be burned. The mayor will be replaced, the cops will be forgotten, The neighbors will be replaced by more neighbors, but you've become unforgettable. And long after this city is dust, when no one remembers who sat in office or who patrolled the streets or who gossiped behind windows, your name will still flicker on a screen, somewhere, somehow, forever. So let them come, let them try again, let them throw everything they've got, because you know the truth now, don't you? They tried you, they failed you, and in failing you, they crowned you. And now the crown can never be taken off.